When you have to look at Magnus Carlsen, he's a genius. He has one of the best ratings in the world. No one can come close to him as a chess player. But he's also drawn his fair share of criticisms. Is he being too high-handed in the battle against FIDE? Is he taking a too much of a holier-than-thou attitude when it comes to certain matters in chess? On all these issues, Magnus Carlsen has addressed one very important thing. The competitive nature that he has, it may be over for him as far as chess is concerned. And he's also praised Gukesh in a big way when it comes to understanding the game of chess. Magnus Carlsen went on the Joe Rogan podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience. This is the same guy who's interviewed the likes of Donald Trump and all the other major global leaders in the world. And Magnus Carlsen came on his particular show. Now, what did Magnus Carlsen say about his competitiveness? This one might be a shocker for chess fans because Carlsen has stated two very important things. I can't play same opening what he used to play earlier because they have been worked out. I don't think I can be the best version of me, which was 2013. In 2013, I was in best shape of my life and a relentless beast grinding down my opponents in endgames. That was vintage Carlsen. That is what made him one of the greatest players. Middle game and end game geniusness. Only Magnus Carlsen exhibited. No one has done it better since then. No one has done it better before that, except a Garry Kasparov. Garry Kasparov and Magnus Carlsen, when you look at it, two very fiery characters. They have always ensured that, yes, they play on their own terms. They are intimidating, they are aggressive. And that is why Magnus Carlsen always looks up to Garry Kasparov. But the revelation that he's made, and perhaps it could be big news for all the upcoming chess players. These kids' brains are faster than mine. The current lot of kids who are coming up, for example, a Vincent Kamer, a Jan Christoph Duda, Gukesh, Pragnananda, all of them are so good when it comes to calculation that he's nowhere there. I am not old, but I can never be at that level of computing power. This current generation, when you look at it, even an Alireza Firouzja, fantastic computation. How does he calculate the moves? Looking ahead, visualization. Everything is changing in the chess world. I am generally obsessed with chess, but not obsessed with competing. And that is one clear-cut indication that, yes, I may never be at my peak. Magnus Carlsen at this point in time is not at his peak. And that is why he said, I may not compete that much. But yes, I will have that urge, but I'm not obsessed about what are the results anymore. Now he also opened up on cheating. Now remember, chess has been plagued by cheating. Over-the-board cheating has been there. There have been numerous methods in which it has been done. Now all the center of attention has been on Hans Niemann. And Magnus Carlsen opened up on it by saying, there were a lot of factors that made me very suspicious. He played any position very well in certain games. He could just switch from tactical to positional play easily. Either that is Hans Niemann's genius, but when this was there in online chess, you couldn't have the checks and balances. But when you saw him over the board, he became a different player altogether. This is why the discrepancy is there that maybe Hans Niemann may have cheated. But the high-handed, holier-than-thou attitude that Magnus, FIDE, Hikaru Nakamura and all of them took, perhaps might have crossed the line. Yes, he did admit to cheating, but wasn't that a punishment enough that he was banned for a certain period of time? Why should others be the judge, jury and executioner in this particular instance? Now, because of the advancements in technology, Magnus is saying chess players are becoming paranoid. We do have chess engines that play perfect chess. Anybody with their phone also can do it if they have the right software. I think Elon Musk tweeted to Garry Kasparov that my phone can beat you at chess. Now remember the innovations in technology that came. There was Deep Blue. Deep Blue and Garry Kasparov faced off. It was a supercomputer versus Garry Kasparov. At that time, there were a lot of things that, okay, how is it even a contest? A machine can calculate million moves in a minute. Kasparov can only do so much. But yet this opened up the debate on technology versus chess. Now, Elon Musk, we all know how radical he is. He can create a device by which, okay, my phone can beat any grandmaster and make chess redundant. That is the way we are going, and it's quite dangerous. And this is what Magnus Carlsen has highlighted. Sorry. But he had big praise for Gukesh because of the way how he came up as a world champion. Because Magnus Carlsen stated, Gukesh doesn't play casual games at all. He just studies chess all the time. He didn't even own chess software on his computer before he was like 13, and he was a grandmaster at that time. You have to understand that in Europe, if you get the right resources, you will become a grandmaster with all the technology, all the sophistication, because there is proper funding. In India, that isn't the case. You have to make do with your own, which is why Pragnananda, Gukesh, Vedit, Arjun Erigaisi, all of them deserve a solid pat on the back, because they have done it despite the system ensuring that they do not do it. Now, luckily, there is sponsorship, which is why you have to thank Adani for ensuring that, yes, he's on board and ensuring that Pragnananda's sponsorship is really done well. This isn't a PR stunt, but at least he's contributed a bit to the growth of Indian chess in that sense. So, Magnus Carlsen is past his prime. He's himself admitted, I can never achieve that peak. But he's also lavish praise on Gukesh. Is the chess world going to miss Magnus Carlsen now that he's not going to be part of many FIDE circuit tournaments? Is the chess world better without Magnus Carlsen? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.